everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody is doing well today. And today, as it is UK Disability History Month, I thought I would talk about it as a disabled autistic woman, disabled adult who's legally been diagnosed. So what is the UK Disability History Month? So let's get into it. It started with the Chronically Sick and Disabled Persons Act of 1970. This act was given royal assent on the 29th of May 1970. It made provision to help the chronically sick and disabled. So then it was renamed as UK Disability History Month in 2010. The UK Disability History Month began in 2010 as a platform to focus on the struggles for equality and human rights. It began as a document to change the history and for us to become agents of change within our communities. Disability History Month runs from the 22nd of November to the 22nd of December every year. This includes the International Persons with Disabilities Day on the 1st of December and International Human Rights Day on December 10th, running alongside Anti-Bullying Week between the 19th and the 23rd of November, which is as important as 2.5 more times bullying is recorded on disabled people compared to non-disabled people. The theme for this year is disability, health and well-being. This is based on how the COVID pandemic has demonstrated across the UK and across the world just how fragile the human rights of disabled people are, and our rights, whether we live in an institution, a care home or independently or within our local community, can be taken over by politicians and medical professionals, and that disabled people were not protected and had the highest preventable death rate because of the medical approach to our disabilities. It has now been made to have more barriers, and we've been made to be more compromised for our health and care and treatment, rather than providing us with the right support and health care that we should have been entitled to and that we needed back within the COVID pandemic. So what are my thoughts as an autistic adult, I hear you ask? My thoughts as an autistic adult is that I think it is important to raise the profile of the UK Disability History Month to educate the community. As an autistic woman, I feel the government doesn't seem to understand how to communicate with us or how to interact with us. As someone who has an everyday barrier and challenges that we need to overcome in a world that judges us and expects us to act normal, I do feel that the disability awareness and acceptance is slowly getting better, but we're still very far away from where we should be in this time frame. But I feel things can get better in my opinion. As an autistic woman, it is the government's officials and medical professionals that need to include us in our own care and treatment plans. I think society needs to stop being so fearful of disability and the stereotypes and stigmas that currently still surround it. But as an autistic woman, I'm happy that this is an annual event, a celebration of disabled people to help spread the awareness and acceptance. So yeah, I will link the articles down below about what UK Disability History is. But I feel this is an important time of year for all disabled people, because this is a year to celebrate, to be proud of who we are, to increase the awareness and acceptance of disability, not just within the UK but within the world. And it's something that focuses on empowerment and giving us our rights, giving us our voice, giving us a platform to speak, to voice our opinions, to be heard, to be listened to be respected. Because again, this does say that our lives during the COVID pandemic have been taken over by medical professionals and people who don't understand, people who are politicians who make the decisions over our rights, over our healthcare, what we can do, what we can't do, and that is wrong. I think politicians need to take a step back, medical professionals need to take a step back and decide to listen to us and put us in the centre of our care, because we are the ones who live with it. We're the ones who go through it every day. We're the ones who have to face the stigmas, the stereotypes, the name calling, the labels, the false diagnosis, the wrong diagnoses a lot of the time. And I think having this UK Disability History Month is hopefully going to educate and spread awareness and acceptance of what disability is and what people have as disability in their heads. I think it will break that stigma and that stereotype that is so common and surrounding us. I think a lot of people think disabled non-verbal, or they have psychiatric issues, or they have mental health issues, or they're people who don't want to talk or can't communicate. Wrong. Because even though these people may be non-verbal, or they're people who may be verbal like myself, who are able to self-express, how she feels and what she wants to say, when she wants to say it, the way she says it. We have to remember that this is a yearly event that celebrates our rights, our voices, our experiences, what we've gone through in the COVID pandemic and out of the pandemic. I think more out of the pandemic, we've now are being included and listened to and included in our care, but at the same point, we are still far behind from where we should be. We're far behind within acceptance and education. We're far behind within the right appropriate treatments. We're far behind within communication. We're far behind within professionals knowing what autism, cerebral palsy, visual impairments are, auditory impairments are, and I think this is due to a misunderstanding of the disability stigma and stereotypes and the labels. I think also this is to do with how disabled people see medical professionals and politicians, and by the end of the day, we're all human. We're all people that want to communicate, need to communicate a message, and it's the way that it's done, it's the way it's projected, it's the way it's said, it's the way it's inflicted. And I think we need to all get together and sit around the table and have a one-on-one human discussion. Just say, hey, we are important. Disabled people are forgotten about a lot of the time. Our voices are ignored a lot of the time because people think, oh, they don't know what they're talking about. They're disabled. Oh, just decide for them what they need. No, because people like myself, we can decide what we want. We can decide what we need, what we want, because we're the people that live with disabilities. You may not think on the outside of me that I'm autistic. I have autism, I have anxiety disorder, which means that my emotions are up, down a lot of the time, and I struggle to get my feelings and my thoughts out sometimes, and it takes me a while to process what I want to say, even on these videos. You may think, wow, Gemma's doing alright, but I'm not. I struggle to get my words out. I have to script everything. Like, I have my script right here to keep me on track, what I want to talk about. And basically, this is something we should be encouraging, having a discussion of. We should be educating ourselves on what the UK Disability History Month is. We should be talking about disability more. We shouldn't be stigmatising it. We shouldn't be putting barriers up to disability, because by the end of the day, disability is important. There is a lot of us in the UK. I believe it's 1 in every 100 is disabled. So that means that there's 1 in every 10 of us in your local community, your local school, your local church, your local hospital, your local doctor's surgery, your local community home, your local pharmacy, your family, your loved one, your friends. There is someone you know with a disability out there. So please, guys, I beg you, educate yourselves. Stop going by what society says disability is and what you think it is, because it's totally different. Each person with a disability is different. Each person has different needs, experiences, barriers, challenges. Not everybody is the same. So I will attach the information down below for you guys to find out more. Please like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel, and I'll be back next time. Bye guys.